Hi, I'm Miss Melissa. I'm going to be your SpiritPlay storyteller today. I'm sorry that I can't see your faces in person, but to be safe and healthy, we're going to be recording our stories and sharing them with you virtually until it's safe for us to gather in person again. So let's begin by lighting our chalice. I hope you'll say the words with me. We light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. Ours is a community of open minds. Ours is a community of helping hands. And ours is a community of loving hearts. And now, let's sing Love Surrounds Us. I hope that you'll sing with me, even though I won't be able to hear you. Love surrounds me, this I know, for my spirit tells me so. All of us to love belong, it fills our hearts and makes us strong. Yes, love surrounds me, yes, love surrounds me, yes, love surrounds me, my spirit tells me so. I think you guys sounded pretty good out there. I'm just guessing. Before I begin the story, I'll ring the chime. You guys remember what to do, right? We close our eyes and hold our hand up until we can't hear it anymore. Here we go. All right. Sometimes it can be hard not to fit in and not to be like everyone else. Today's story is about someone who is very different from everyone around him, but he doesn't seem to mind. Let's listen carefully and think about why that is. Our story is called Tacky the Penguin. There once lived a penguin. His home was a nice, icy land that he shared with his companions. His companions were named Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect. His name was Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird. Every day, Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect greeted each other quietly and politely. Tacky greeted them with a hearty slap on the back and a loud, "What's happening?" Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect always marched 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tacky always marched 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 6, 0, 2.5, 0. His companions were graceful divers. Tacky liked to do splashy cannonballs. Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect always sang pretty songs like Sunrise on the Iceberg. Tacky always sang songs like How many toes does a fish have? Tacky was an odd bird. One day the penguins heard the thump, thump, thump of feet in the distance. This could only mean one thing. Hunters had come. They came with maps and traps and rocks and locks, and they were rough and tough. As the thump, thump, thump grew closer, the penguins could hear the growly voices chanting, we're gonna catch some pretty penguins and we'll march them with a switch and we'll sell them for $1 and get rich, rich, rich. Goodly, lovely, angel and neatly and perfect ran away in fright, and they hid behind a block of ice. Tacky stood alone. The hunters marched right up to him, chanting, we're gonna catch some pretty penguins and we'll march them with a switch and we'll sell them for $1 and get rich, rich, rich. What's happening? Blared Tacky, giving one hunter an especially hearty slap on the back. They growled, we're hunting for penguins. That's what's happening. Penguins, said Tacky. Do you mean those birds that march neatly in a row? And he marched 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 6, 0, 2.5, 0. The hunters looked very puzzled. Do you mean those birds that dive so gracefully? Tacky asked, and he did a splashy cannonball. The hunters looked wet. Do you mean those birds that sing such pretty songs? And Tacky began to sing, and from behind the block of ice came the voices of his companions, all singing as loudly and dreadfully as they could. How many toes does a fish have? And how many wings on a cow? I wonder, yup, I wonder. Well, the hunters could not stand that horrible singing. This could not be the land of the pretty penguins. They ran away with their hands clasped tightly over their ears, and they left behind their maps and traps and rocks and locks, not looking at all rough and tough. Goodly, lovely, angel and neatly and perfect hugged Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird, but a very nice bird to have around. The end. I hope you liked that story. It made me think of a couple questions that I'd like to share with you, and maybe you can talk about this with your moms or dads. I wonder if you've ever had a friend who likes to do something or some things differently than you do. I wonder if there's anything that you do differently than everybody else. I wonder what the world would be like if everyone did everything the exact same way. I wonder if you think Tacky was a brave penguin. I wonder why the other penguins like having Tacky around at the end of the story. I wonder what you think of Tacky's song and his marching and his clothes. If you want to explore some more with Tacky, have your mom or dad print out, what did I do with it? Oh, wait a minute. I know where it is. This little worksheet that I attached to an email I sent out to them. You can color in Tacky's picture with some crazy colors, and then you can think about why it's good to be different and maybe write down some thoughts with that with your mom and dad's help. And then it's a pretty little piece of art you can hang somewhere in your house and think about how good it is to be different. I hope you all have a great day, and thanks for listening. Bye-bye.